Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody out there. Welcome to Wake and Stretch. Today is Monday, May 18th over here in Southeast Asia. And it is yet again another rainy day. So I am phoning it in and coming inside. I know Loki is out there somewhere. I just heard him crying a second ago. Anyhow, Zeus is not in the house, so I'll have a little less interruption as we go through today's Wake and Stretch. If this is your first time joining me, what this is me sharing and showing up for you so that we can practice together. It's important to show up for yourself, and hopefully this is making us collectively accountable. This Wake and Stretch practice is intuitive. So what that means is every day is going to be different. Every day we wake up, our energies are different, our bodies are different, our mentality is a little different. So stepping on that mat is a way to kind of balance things out, to feel better, etc., etc. All the benefits that movement and breath have to do for us. Anyhow, I'm, again, not really sure how I'm feeling. I want to move a little bit today for sure. Feeling like it might be another gentle day. So I do have some ambient music to play. And let's see how it goes. I'm going to admit that today I'm going out in public. This is the first time in 64 days that I'm going outside in public. I've seen people, I've been around other people, but they've always come to our property. So this is the first time calling a tuk-tuk and I'm getting out there, going to meet up with a friend with the old mask on. So anyhow, exciting days, yeah? So I'm gonna put on some music and jump on the mat. And I think today I'm gonna start in child's pose. If you'd like to join me, as always, you're welcome to take care of your body and do what you need to so that you stay safe and healthy. And I'll give you a heads up before I move into whatever pose I'm going to go into next, because honestly, there's no plan here. I call them as I see them and feel them. So I don't want to make the music too loud so that I have to yell at you. That should be a good volume. It's ambient, so you're not going to hear much anyway. There's no like downbeats or anything like that. Well, there might be a downbeat here or there, but generally speaking, it'll be soft music. So I'm going to boogie myself over the mat. I'll meet you over there. Easing into that child's pose. Do your best to focus on the breath here and feel whatever's happening in the body. And from here, I'm going to move into a happy puppy. So coming up onto the knees, you can tuck the toes underneath if you need a little bit more security. The arms extend out in front and let the chest or the forehead sink down towards the mat. You can always prop under your chest or under your forehead if it's too intense. Do your best to keep the hips over the knees and breathe. Just a few more breaths here in Happy Puppy. And to come out of this, start to shift your weight forward onto the forearms. You can let the legs slide out. Turn your head to one side. Rest on the belly. Arms down by your sides, just to let the shoulders kind of collapse and relax. Legs can go in whatever rotation they want to naturally. And then bringing the arms up underneath the shoulders, moving into Sphinx pose. So the legs can be as wide as they need to for the low back. Elbows under the shoulders, just kind of settling in. With each inhale, see if you can lift your chest or your heart a little bit more through the arms. Let go of the glutes and the legs, let them relax. Pull those shoulder blades down and back. And moving into crocodile from here, stacking the hands, forehead onto the hands. Bending the legs, the feet are floating, and gently windshield wiper from side to side. Coming back through center, hands under the shoulders, gently press up to tabletop. Then find child's pose again. From here, finding downward facing dog. Inhaling the right leg up and back, three-legged dog, make a twist. Bending that top leg. Bringing the leg to a nice squared position, extending the knee, and then exhale, step it through, low lunge. Feel free to keep the torso a little heavier here. So you can rest it on the thigh if you'd like. If you're feeling more active today, of course, you can always lift it up and bring your hands onto the thigh. From here, tucking the toe, lifting the knee, taking a side lunge. Folding forward if you'd like. Gently coming up, if you were folded, find your way back to low lunge. Left hand wide, right hand lifts up and back, and give a nice stretch here. Gently release, two hands down to the mat, stepping back to down dog. Or vinyasa if you'd like. If you'd rather vinyasa, go for it. From here, taking the other side, left leg lifts up and back, making it a twist. Straighten the legs, square up the hips. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Keeping the torso a little bit on the heavy side. And then flipping the hips, coming into side lunge, tucking the back toe, letting that right leg extend, and fold forward if you'd like. Otherwise, you just go where you feel the intensity of the stretch for the inner thigh, the hip. Gently bring it up, flip yourself back to your low lunge, right hand wide on the mat, left hand reaches back for the foot for a quad stretch. Gently release the hand down, find your way back to down dog, child's pose, or if you'd like to vinyasa, vinyasa. From here, I'm going to come forward to the top of the mat and take Uttanasana, but with wider legs. So they're just wider than the hip bones. So if you can find your hip bones with the thumbs, the feet are just to the outside of that. You can soften the knees here, especially if you have a low back issue. And either extend the spine so you feel a little bit of a sensation in the hamstring, or let it dangle forward. You can hold on to the elbows here, or you can let the arms relax down. Up to you. And you can do a little extra for the shoulders here too, if you'd like. Interlace the fingers behind the back and let the arms kind of fall over the head. Releasing the arms down to the mat if they're not there already. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Really inhale as you come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Heel toe your feet so now they're right underneath the hips. Rolling the shoulders back, finding length through the torso. Belly pulls up and in. A few breaths with just the arms. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhaling as it comes down to the heart, down your center line. And inhale, sweep it up. Good. So from here, from Tadasana, stepping back with the left leg, finding warrior one. Hands can come to the hips or the waist if you'd like. You can keep them at your heart or even extend them up overhead. I like to use my hands to make sure that my hips are where I want them to be. There goes the ego taking over again. The hips are going to go where the hips go, but I'm actively trying to bring them into somewhat of an alignment. So belly pulls up. I'm trying to open up the lower back so that it's not crunched. I'm attempting to bring the hip bones so that they're side by side. Probably not going to happen. It's okay, but the intention is there. And the front leg is trying to move towards 90 degrees. Inhaling the arms up overhead. As I exhale, I'm going to hop the back foot forward and bring the arms behind. So I'm moving into Parsvottanasana. And I'm taking this Ashtanga style. So the hands can come behind. You can hold on to your wrists. You can hold on to your elbows. Or if you practice reverse prayer, you tuck them and bring them up. But be careful that the wrists don't stay apart. When the wrists are apart, it means the shoulders roll forward. So roll the shoulders back if you're trying this and bring the heels of the hands together. How to move into the rest of the pose. Inhale, lift the heart and fold forward. Inhaling, lifting all the way up. Exhale, gently release the arms. Give them a little roll, a little shake. That was a little intense on the wrists. Step it up to the top of the mat, half sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, folding. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. Finding warrior one on the other side, right leg steps back. Doing what you need to find the hips in their alignment on this side. Lower belly pulls up. Be careful of this back foot too, that you don't roll into the big toe edge of the foot. Make sure the entire foot is flat on that mat. If it hurts the outer ankle, either adjust the placement of the foot or adjust the rotation from the hip. Yeah? Once you find it, just be there and breathe. From here, I'm going to step the foot forward about a stride, hands come behind, wrists, forearms, or reverse prayer. Finding Parsvottanasana on the second side. Inhale, lifting the heart, rolling the shoulders back, and then exhaling, gently tuck the chin and fold forward. Your inhale, gently come all the way up to vertical. Exhale, release those arms. Give them a little bit of a shake. If it's okay, give them a roll. If you need more time to shake, then shake it out. And give a little rub too. Sometimes that's really intense if you're not used to doing that pose. I.e., this is why I am massaging my forearms so much, because I don't do that often. All right, and then stepping up to the top of the mat, half sun salutation. From Tadasana, finding warrior two. So your right leg is in front, left is behind. And I think today is just going to be a static day. So just being in the pose, breathing in it, finding the little nuances, finding the subtleties in the pose. Well, starting with the feet, making sure that they're nice and flat and connected and rooted, as they say. So you're not gripping with the toes, but the toes are long but pressing down. Right knee is tracking over the middle of the foot. Back leg is in a placement where the hips can kind of face the side-ish with the knee, the right knee, over the middle of the foot. So the placement of that foot, back foot, is going to be different for everyone. Arms can stay out to the side. They can come to your waist. You can come to prayer, you can do eagle, you can do whatever you like with those arms, but we're going to stay there for a few breaths. And use your exhale. If you want to go deeper, use the exhale to go deeper. Now letting the hips sink. Use the inhale to lengthen through the waist of the spine. And inhaling, straightening the leg. You can walk the back foot in a little bit. Triangle pose, exhaling as you fold into Trikonasana. And again, staying here for a while, a few breaths. Top arm can extend. I tend to get pins and needles, so if you see me doing this a lot, that's why. But for full triangle, the fingers can extend out here. Inhaling, coming all the way up through vertical. Exhale, hands to the waist. Flip the toes, find warrior two on the other side. Start from the bottom up. Feet connected. Left knee tracking over the middle of the foot. Back leg at an angle so that the hips can face the side of your mat-ish. And once you're ready, hips are side by side, torso is nice and long. Arms extend or come to the waist, to the heart, eagle, whatever you want to do with the arms is good. And then find your breath, just breathe here. One more breath. And inhale, walk the back foot in just a few little notches. And then exhale, find your triangle pose on the second side. It may take a few moments to find it, to work out some of those nuances. On your inhale, bring it all the way up through vertical. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist. Bend the knees, step it up to the top of the mat. Give it a good shake. Let's do a full sun salutation this time. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back to plank. Chaturanga if you'd like, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose, your choice. For a little more intensity here through the shoulders, on the upper back, you can bring the hands to prayer, bending at the elbows. And letting the hands float over your head. And gently releasing the hands down to the mat. I think I'm gonna go some old school dance style here. I'm gonna come into not yoga frog, but dance frog, and here's the difference. So yoga frog typically brings the thigh bones to hip level. Dancer frog is kind of like a bound angle pose so that the feet are touching, and gravity kind of pulls the heels down on its own. So it works the rotation in the thighs a little bit differently. It's not so intense on the inner thighs. And you can stay up on your elbows here if you want more of a back bend, or you can just relax it down. If you want more intensity, you can start to walk the thighs a little closer to the chest. Just make sure that your booty doesn't start to lift up off the mat. You want the hip bones to stay connected to the mat. Gently release the legs out. However it makes sense to you, I like to straighten the knees and then bring the legs underneath. And give a little rotation here of the hips. From here, let's actually take a spinal twist. So left arm will thread underneath, bring your shoulder to the middle of the mat. Roll into fetal position, bringing those thighs up towards your chest. You can bring a pillow underneath your head here if you don't want the neck to be stretched out. I just don't have one right near me. It's on the other side of the room and I'm not gonna go get it. So the right arm will lift up and back. And in this variation, the way we enter the spinal twist here, it's okay if the shoulders don't connect to the mat. So this gives more of a pec stretch, chest stretch, and your deltoid. You'll also feel this through the back. Maybe a little IT band if it's tight, or your glute. If you want more intensity, extend the right leg and connect it with the hand that's closest. And breathe. Gently release the leg if you're holding on to the foot. Take the right arm, bring it back in front of you so you're in fetal position. Let the legs extend out. Flip back onto your belly. And we'll move on to the other side. So the right arm threads underneath. And rolling on your side, pull the thighs into your chest. Then the left arm lifts up and back into a nice twist. And your head can be in whatever position is comfortable for your neck. And breathe. Feel free to take the top leg into an extension. Right in front of your belly button, hand can connect to the foot or the leg in any spot. If you're holding onto the leg, gently release it. And this time, instead of going onto the belly, let's find our way onto the back. Just lay flat with the feet on the mat, knees pointing up. Arms can go where you'd like them to go. Take a nice deep breath. Now let's take one nice happy baby. So legs lift up, holding on to the feet, the ankles, wherever you need to hold on to. Make sure the spine is long and the hips are coming down towards the mat. So if you need to hold a little bit lower in order to make that happen, then do that. Giving a little rock from side to side. And then coming back to stillness, bringing the bottoms of the feet together for a floating reclined bound angle pose or a floating butterfly. Be mindful of the shoulders, make sure that they're relaxed. The only energy here is really in the hands because you're holding on to the feet. It's okay if the feet slide apart a little bit. They don't have to be connected. Gently release the feet down, find your reclined bound angle pose. This is similar to the frog that we did on the belly, we're just in the opposite orientation. Arms and hands can rest wherever they want to go. find your breath again. And on your own time, when you feel ready, let the legs extend long underneath you, making your way into your Shavasana. We'll chill out here in Shavasana for a little while. Now, I'm pretty sure that you can hear the sounds of Sri Lanka outside. You hear the nature, you might hear a bus or a truck or a car go by. It's okay, you can hear that stuff. You should hear that stuff. But find your focus on your breath. If you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, take a nice deep breath. If you're not ready yet, feel free to stay as long as you'd like. If you are coming out, start to move your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. And then morph that into a nice big stretch, extending the arms over your head, pointing the feet, arching the back. Pulling the knees in towards the chest. Give a little rock from side to side. And then rolling onto your right side, finding your fetal position, head resting on the arm. And then gently bring yourself up to a seated position. Whatever's comfortable for you. Hands can rest on your heart and belly, or you can press them together at prayer at your heart. Keep the eyes closed and take a few moments, check in with your breath, check in with your body. Take a few more moments for some gratitude, something you're thankful for today. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. So, someone said hello. Hello for all the way from Perth. Well, thank you for joining me this morning. I think it's still morning over by you. I know you're way ahead of us in Australia, but Yay, thanks for joining me. It's always nice to see who's joining me in these lives. Of course, I don't see it till afterwards because I'm not looking at the phone all that much while I'm practicing. But anyway, happy Monday. I hope this nice, gentle practice helps to ground you for your day. Whatever your day brings to you, you can handle it just one breath at a time. Yeah, so I guess that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. So enjoy your beautiful day. Mwah!